Andy Warhol is known for his pop artworks, which reference subject matter related to pop culture. These include self-portraits, everyday products such as Coke, bananas, and Campbell's soup, famous celebrities such as Marilyn Monroe and Elvis Presley, and tragic events found in newspaper cuttings such as car crashes and poison consumption. These images dominate the minds of the masses and are well known amongst the rich and the poor. The media amplifies their presence in society. Campbell's soup cans and Coke are advertised vehemently on posters and the television, while consumerism ensured that they were stacked in great numbers on the shelves of American supermarkets. Celebrities are idolized, seemingly omnipresent and plastered across huge billboards, newspaper articles, and magazines. The characteristics of pop culture are highlighted through Warhol's treatment of these images. The photographic quality reflects the automated process of mass production of images. The repetition of subject matter mirrors the mechanical nature of production. The overly saturated colors mimic the colorful advertisements that aim to attract the attention of the masses, and the flat quality negates emotional reactions, much like the soulless images in the media that exist only to be consumed. Warhol wanted to challenge preconceived notions about the nature of art by blurring traditional distinctions between fine art and popular culture. Artworks are known to be singular, but there can be many Warhol Coke bottles, replicated by the silkscreen method, thereby questioning the authenticity, originality, and singularity of artworks. The use of a machine rather than the artist's hand also raises issues on the need for technical prowess, time, and effort in creating good artworks. The definition of art is further blurred by Warhol's assistants, destroying the idea that only the artist can create art. Warhol also wanted to comment on the burgeoning capitalist economy in America that is fed by an excessive consumer culture. He simultaneously embraced the high society's obsession with money and fame, while at the same time criticized his never-ending meaningless pursuit towards it. This contradictory perspective is heavily influenced by his poor background, which had made him desire for social legitimation, yet never attaining it despite all the fame and wealth that he gained in his artist career. In his self-portraits, one can see the bold colors emanating through the cultural icon, yet the flat surface unveils the emptiness behind the constructed facade. Popular culture is a set of practices, beliefs, and objects that are dominant and popular in society at a specific time. This includes popular music, print, sports, entertainment, advertising, fashion, and other daily ephemera that contribute to the identity of society. In 2020, pop culture includes Billie Eilish, K-pop, bubble tea, memes, TikTok, and Netflix, things that are popular amongst the young today. In 1960s, American popular culture includes celebrities such as Marilyn Monroe and commercialized products such as Coke bottles. This culture is only made possible through four main things. Urbanization in New York led to many people of the middle class wanting to see themselves as a collective, resulting from common or popular forms of expression. Advancement of technology drove the speed of production to meet increasing demands and gain larger profit. The increasing purchasing power increased demands for consumption, and the proliferation of mass media fed the consumerist nature of the optimistic post-war society. This phenomenon fueled Warhol's oeuvre of works. What remains an enigma is whether Warhol is endorsing this capitalist-driven popular culture through art or using it to elevate himself to high culture. In the 1960s, pop art flourished as it challenged traditions of fine art and retaliated against the dominating and elitist abstract expressionism. Abstract expressionism was taught in art schools, but young artists felt that it had nothing to do with their lives. Hence, pop artists turned to popular culture, which best reflected the zeitgeist of society. They utilized everyday objects that can be consumed by the lower and upper class due to the abundance and accessibility to these cheap objects. Unlike abstract expressionist paintings, where only a few can appreciate, pop art presented imageries that are easily recognizable and relatable regardless of their social status. Pop art also adopted a cool, mundane, and impersonal imagery which utilized hard edges and distinct forms, compared to the emotional and expressive nature of abstract expressionism. This was how they distinguished themselves from the elites, and how they became famous amongst the masses. Pop art is not just a representation of American life, it is the epitome of American lifestyle, a reflection of America's economic progress and democratization of wealth amongst the people, making its impact far more widespread and everlasting. Mass media played a key role in presenting to the American society a certain reality of events. These events are presented to repeated images across media outlets to frame a certain narrative to be consumed, thus contributing to popular culture. This medium has influenced Warhol to use the mechanical silkscreen process and appropriate mass media images to create his artworks. He enlarged an image to a desired size, used it to make a screen using photographic emulsion, and rolled ink across it using a squeegee to create a print. He repeated this process over and over, varying the pressure and the amount of ink, resulting in a variety of evenness, making it appear simultaneously handmade and individualized, streamlined, and mass-produced. This mechanical process is also anti-aesthetic, as it settled on a cold style of painting, a nod to Warhol's view of the hollow American material culture of production, where everything is mass-produced, even celebrities. The impreciseness also reflected his criticism of mass production. It cheapens the value of the product, it numbs our relationship with them, and it makes products impersonal and unwelcoming to the needs of individuality.